Hello friends of the channel, this is one more tutorial. In this occasion we're going to true scale Cataphractii Terminator, just like the one you see in front of you. Right now you can see the difference in size. One is true scale and the other one is the one we're going to be working today. Really nice model, very popular, everybody likes them. And right now you can see the size with the rule here, so you have an idea of how much or how long or how big it is. As I say, very good models. These Cataphractii Terminators, and now with the new edition of the Horus Heresy, they're gonna even become more popular. This comes completely from the GW plastic kit. It's just the regular one that came made of plastic. The first thing we're gonna do is choose a base and mark the base so we know where the feet are going to be held. And in this case, I always like to put the model a little bit behind so we have some space for decoration. I'm gonna use a plastic card in this case. Don't go too crazy with the plastic card. I think the size that is in the screen is enough. Make sure you put some glue. Be careful with the glue. Make sure it doesn't go to the upper part of the body. Using the mark that we previously put in the base, just put the plastic card carefully, and you can glue the model this way. And the other, I always like to put, I have always said that I like to put one of the feet higher than the other one. And then the other side, I decided to use a piece of sprue that everybody else has in their home. And just put some glue, Tamiya ultra thin plastic glue. And then on top of that, I like to put the glue also. And this way I have a better bond. It bonds very well with the base. For better results, I suggest putting the glue and the glue on both sides of the parts that are going to be glue. This is I notice it gives a better result. Okay. And the results are very good. As you guys can see, we are getting already our pose, and I like so far what I see. One of the other models that I have finished. Let's see how he fares, and then that's the way he fares. I think we are going so far okay. I'm going to base the model now. I like to put glue and make sure that the glue sticks to the sand. In this case, I want you to be careful also and make sure that you don't put too much glue and put any glue on top of the model, because this glue will really stick to the model and make a mess. Seal the part, so make sure that the piece of sprue is very well attached. And in this occasion, I decided to go with another piece of sprue that is going to act like maybe, I don't know, maybe a piece of concrete or a piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Seal everything with the tip of the glue. Make sure that you only use the tip, and also the consistency of the glue in this case has to be not too thick. Make sure that it's running not too thin and not too thick, just like you see in the video. Pay attention to the video. If you have to stop the video, do it, because if you don't have the right consistency, it's gonna make work very hard, and you can create a mess if it's too thick. With another bottle, the one that I use for basing, I'm gonna put some glue in the model and just make sure that I put the sand on top, and the sand sticks very well, guys. This is a very strong bond that I have in the base, and you can start also like filling the parts that need to be filled till you get the results that you want. As I say, be careful in this state. I put a lot of emphasis in this state because, as I said before, this state is going to determine the pose of the model later. So everything that you do later is based on placing the legs in the right way. Make sure that you put more sand. I want to let you know, guys, that we also have a Patreon. You can support the channel so we can make more tutorials. Many of the models also are in eBay. If you type true scale, 90% of the models or 99% of the models, I think, are the ones that I make. You can support the channel too by purchasing some of these models in eBay. And what I'm doing right now is just making sure that everything looks good. Making sure that if you have anything sand sticking to the model, make sure you can clean it at this point. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard to clean it later when it becomes very hard. Very good so far. And we haven't messed up big time so far. These small gaps you can do later and put a little bit more goo and a little more sand, maybe a piece of grass or some of the debris that you like, so it doesn't look like the model is just standing in the air. Small details you can do later. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some decoration. I like to put maybe a skull. So I always like to put the models like they are fighting actually in a battlefield. I don't like to put grass and flowers and all that kind of stuff. I like to put these guys in a real battlefield. So I always put debris, skulls, bones, anything that you can imagine in a battlefield. It's looking good so far, guys. Pay really well attention to this part of the building process, because I say everything else depends on this part. The pose that you're gonna get later depends entirely from this part of the building process. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you ring the bell so you will receive notifications. And I'm very happy so far with how it's going. And we'll see you in the next part, the second part of this tutorial, and to see how our Cataphractii Terminator is going to look eventually. Subscribe, share the channel too. This will help the channel and the algorithm. Make sure the channel grows. And if you can, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.